Great British weather, eh? You can't beat it, can you? Yeah, look at it. Coming down in curtains, that rain. Health and safety sign there. Is that something your dog chucked up? 45 bastard minutes, man. Unreal. So, the reason why I've got the mic is, again, I'm sorry if it's loud, I can't tell, because it's quite windy. We're out on another wild camp, finally. Obviously pending if that spot's not been taken. Yeah, and we're out in the 2026's fine weather. How bad's it been this year, man? Jesus, I think every video so far that I've actually been out doing something, the weather's been awful. But the only decent day I had was when me and the missus and the dog went on up and done the Fairfield Horseshoe. Every other time I've been out on my own has been awful. But where I'm hoping on pitching, you might recognise it because I've been there before with the dog. This wild camp is just for me to get out with majority of the stuff I'm taking with me on the coast to coast in a few weeks' time. Just make sure it's all good, all still working as it should be. Sorry, I'm just trying to negotiate this. Yeah, just making sure it's all good still. So obviously the Cloud Peak, I'm out in that tonight. Naturehike Cloud Peak 2. Not been out in that for a long time. Ever since I got the HILLEBERG, to be honest, I've been neglecting it, to be fair. But I'm taking that with me on the coast to coast because it weighs a hell of a lot less than the HILLEBERG. So yeah, so that'd be nice to get out in that again tonight. So I am scatting about for other potential pitches. That's out the wind because it's supposed to get a bit gnarly tonight. Not as bad as Saturday and Easter Sunday. It's supposed to be awful. So this is being filmed on Good Friday, by the way, just so you know. I've just got to walk back through this because I just wanted to double check if there was one down here actually. It's right next to the path, but I just want to, it's behind that wall. Nah, no, not a chance. Maybe up that way, potentially, because the wind is, so there's the wall, the wind is coming towards me. So this wall would make a fantastic shelter. But yeah, where we're looking at pitching, like I said, I've been there before with the dog, if you've seen that video. It's in a natural bowl. Sorry, my glass was falling down. So you're protected from all sides with the wind. You'll hear it in the trees, and we might get a bit wet with the rain, but I can handle that. It's the wind that bothers me. I can see a tractor on the path a bit further up. That's not good. I hope he doesn't like own any of this land because it might be a bit awkward. So yeah, where I'm looking at is actually, just see it there, see where all the trees are there. I'm pointing, I've got the mic in my hand still while I'm pointing, what a divvy. Yeah, where I was pointing, those trees, it's in there. I'm hoping with the weather being as bad as it is, no one will actually be out tonight. Not round here anyway. So yeah, right. I'm going to carry on walking. I'm going to do less blabbing. Hopefully that tractor will be long gone by the time we get there. So yeah, I have bought all my bits and bobs like drones and stuff, so hopefully this wind will bugger off and can have a little play. Not looking likely at the minute though, let's be honest. Great British weather, eh? You can't beat it, can you? It's probably what it's going to sound like where I am tonight. No, it's supposed to calm down from about midnight tonight. Yeah, look at it. Coming down in curtains, that rain. There's a round loaf in the distance. If you can see that. I think the camera pick it up. It's just there. Well camped on there. Great night that was. Nice and clear. Nice sunrise in the morning. Hardly any wind. Beautiful. That was the STAIKA's maiden voyage. That. A beautiful camp. Now, I was told, we're coming up to some ruins here, right? I was told that there is a potential pitch around here. So we'll have a mooch. I'm not too sure. He said up on the top of the ruins, but I don't know. Apologies if you're watching this, the person who told me, I've completely forgot who it was. So if you are watching this, then do point yourself out. I feel like with the winds and the rain, if there's no protection up on top, I don't think I'll bother. We're not too far off the actual pitch I was planning on going to again. It's only down there, you can see that tree line. I've not seen anyone else with big rucksacks and stuff today. Yeah, right, what's the chances, yeah? What's the chances of it being Easter weekend? Everyone goes away on holiday and the weather just, we have a named storm. Storm Dave. You know what I mean? It's just, you can't make that shit up, can you? But yeah, we'll poke our heads up. I'm not expecting much, to be fair, but we'll poke our heads up. I'm going to put my mic in my hand because I'm going to get battered when I go up there and I don't want the mic getting wet, so I'll probably put a little bit of music on after this. So wish me luck. I get what they mean, to be fair. It is flat. Quite moundy. There is a wall over there as well. Yeah, there's a few flat spots, so I'll give them credit. I don't think I'll be up here tonight though. Yeah, I think I'll stick with my plan A, and then I don't know, the only other spot I've seen, I hope this is coming out because it's captured me. Look, is that wall earlier on, so we'll see. We'll get back to the path and then we'll crack on. There she is, winner winner chicken dinner, right there. Happy days. Generally had a gut feeling that someone might be down here, but apparently not. Alright, let's see how the wind is down there, shall we? A bit windier than what I thought, to be fair. Ooh. It's dropping off a little bit the further I'll go down. So we will be pitching here again. To be fair, mind you, it is a bit windy down here, to be honest, but I'm sure I can survive one night. It's not going to be as windy as being up the tops or anything like that, so I might get a bit come off the side. Hang on a minute. Keep doing that, it's very annoying. I might get a bit coming off the tops there, dropping down, and because when I was up on the path, it was, see, I was walking that way, but if you were to walk that way, the wind would be coming at you. So I think down here it's just swirling about, or coming down this gap here and hitting. But anyway, it's not going to be over that hill and then on the tops and stuff like that. It's not going to be anywhere near as strong as it is up there. So happy days. Nice stream, not too noisy. Not a massive fire pit, which is a shame really, but it's a very, very well known area. Hopefully, again with the weather, we won't have anyone down here. And to be fair, camping etiquette, bagged it mate, sorry. So right, I'm going to get the tent pitched up now. Time is, sorry for the shaking, just checking the time. 20 to 5, so it's not too late, to be fair. A reasonable-ish time, I'd say. But yeah, let's get this tent set up so I can get my gear in before it starts raining again. I am getting effing sick of this bloody thing here. Right. Tried doing a time lapse of the tent going up, and clearly it's not done it, or it might have done a little bit, but I've just gone to turn it off, as in like stop recording, and it turned itself off. It said previous session stopped due to battery out of life or something. Turned it back on, there's nearly 50% battery. I wouldn't overly say it's that cold either. The action cam's surviving alright, and that's without a bleeding wind muff. I'm getting sick of it. Might see if I can buy more action cam batteries and just take this with me on the coast to coast, because if I'm not dragging that about, if it's going to start pissing about, proper winding me up, that camera. It's not as if it's an old version. I mean, alright, yeah, fair enough, we're on GoPro Hero 12, 13 now, so that's a 10. But the rate they're coming out, do you know what I mean? I wouldn't say it's overly that old. Anyway, still yet to do the guidelines, but there she is, Cloud Peak 2, back up and running. Pretty much where I pitched last time, from memory anyway. But I remember, I forget how like high it rises above like the ground. It's not like, you know, look at that, Jesus. It's not like the STAIKA where obviously it goes right down to the ground, which is miles more beneficial, do you know what I mean? So, I mean, look, the way I've had to put a rock on that, because that bit comes out straight onto a rock and there's nowhere else I can put it. But yeah, look at that. Look. It might be because I'm on a little bit of a hill there, which ain't helping, but still. Hey ho. Like I said, this is the reason why we've got it back out, because I need to get it out, air it out. Because I'm taking it with me, so we'll see. Watch this space. Right, I'm going to do the guidelines, get my bag in. I might just put my Z-Lite mat out, just chill out on that for a bit, because I'm a bit wet. I don't want to get the bed in and that wet. There we are, 10 bound for the minute. I was just about to give you a little tour around the Cloud Peak, because we've not done it in a while. And yeah, it started pissing down. So bag got chucked in, doors shut. So yeah, this is the inside of the Cloud Peak 2. If you've not seen it, I'm pretty sure you have, because there's countless videos online. I've even done one, and I've been out in this countless times as well. But anyway, let's go through it again. So, got the T-shaped doors, got a front door, back door, whatever way you're inclined. Pocket there for your bits and bobs. Another pocket there. Health and safety sign there. Nice, decent sized bathtub. Can fit two. Out of pitch, obviously this can all stay connected, so you've not got to worry about pitching the inner first or anything like that. I hate inner pitches first. They're awful tents. Whoever thought that was a good idea needs a slap. So yeah, there are a couple of hacks that I've done with this as well, which when it decides to stop raining, I will get back out and show you. But until then, we're stuck in here for now. So I might actually get a brew on. Message the missus that we're here. Take that off because that is piss wet through. Get the old slap head out. Yeah, get a few bits out of the bag. Definitely not getting the drone up today. I'll be very surprised if I get it up tonight. Yeah, hey ho. Like I said, the whole idea of this wild camp was to primarily get this out, air it out, make sure it's all good, everything's working still. It's not gone mouldy or anything like that. Make sure it's basically good for a lovely 12-day jaunt across the country, really. So, I am going to be walking in these shorts. These are Slazenger, I believe. Yeah, just for a bit of freedom, really. And obviously, if it does rain, these dry off. I mean, these were soaking, but because I get warm quick, these are actually drying off very quickly. And then obviously the shorts, because they're really lightweight and thin, they'll dry off quite quick. So I'm just thinking, postman's mentality. That's why they wear shorts all year round, lest they get wet. At least that's what I heard anyway. If you're a postman and watching this, and you're probably sat there thinking, what is he talking about? If you are a postie and that is true, then please do let me know in the comments. So yeah, enough of me rabbiting on. Obviously, new jacket, new rab top underneath. This through dark base layer has been on many of adventure with me. Served me very well over the last few years. Yeah, and obviously the Atom packs, that's going to be on its through hike maiden voyage. The last couple of through hikes that I've done, well, all three actually, I have had my VANGO, but obviously we said goodbye to that after the Great Glen Way. The bag itself weighed about 2.5 kilograms, so it's just, you know, it's not very beneficial, to be honest. Whereas that weighs next to nothing, so yeah. It's currently at 15 kg at the minute, but I have bought some luxuries because it is just a one-off wild camp. When it comes to the actual coast to coast, I am going to slim that down a bit, I think, and we'll just buy bits on the way. But yeah, I think it stopped raining, so I'm going to stop waffling and then I'm going to show you the outside of the tent. So yeah, as I keep saying, this is the Cloud Peak 2. You've got the ground sheet there, you can just see it, the grey bit. I have permanently attached that to the tent with a couple of cable ties on all 4 points. Is it on this one? Yeah, same for the top cap. Just cable tied that to that hoop. And then I do believe, nope. Well, I'll show you this one anyway. When you've got the top cap on, wrap it round the poles if it's a bit windy. It just stops it from unhooking itself. Got a bit loose and all. Look at that. Shocking. I'll have to tweak that in a bit, I think. So yeah, so I've got cable tied that one, and then I've cable tied that one there. So if it was to come off, or when you're taking the tent down and it's a bit windy, it's not going to blow off. It's just going to stay attached to the tent, which is always a bonus. So yeah, that's it really. I can't really tell you much about it, to be honest. It's, you know, Cloud Peaks are like Marmite, I think, from what I've seen online and through other videos and stuff like that. It's they either serve you really well or they'll bite you in the arse and fail. But make of that what you will. You know, this, I've had this Cloud Peak 2 since I did the Cumbria Way back in 2024, and it's served me very well. So I cannot complain. I know I got the STAIKA, but that's predominantly for winter camping really. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's going to now go into hibernation. I might get it out in the year. But yeah, the Cloud Peak 2, in my opinion, has served me very well for now. You know, we're knocking on 2 years that I've had it now, and I've not had an issue with it yet. Touch wood. Hell yeah! So we're going to try this tonight. It's, I don't know if you saw that, it's beef and barley stew from Wayfarer. Yes. Snacky snacks. There's a lot of chocolate on this camp. Right, that is it, other than my sleeping bag. There's a bog roll, never be too sure. Sleeping bag. It's just organised chaos, this. All these bags and pockets and everything. Right, let's get a brew on. So, the ever trusty OEX Aero stove. I've had this for 2 years as well, I think. Got that just before I did the Cumbria Way as well. Fantastic bit of kit. If you've not got yourself one, get on it. because these, like the gas can, the actual jet boil stove, I think are well overpriced. And you can get an OEX one which does exactly the same for half the price. Right, that one out. Right, coffees. Coffee of choice, as always. I'm not dropping the bag. The Nescafe Cappuccino. Make sure the clicker's still working. Yep. Happy days. I think we'll have a Kit Kat with this. Oh, I can see blue sky over there. Let's not let you miss out on that. I don't know if you can see it. It's just there. Can't really pick it up on camera, but it is blue sky. We'll take it. There we go. There we go. Another thing I love about the REX Aero stove, which if you haven't seen on my other videos, is that it boils rapid. Bellissimo. There's just something about that first brew, when you've pitched up, got your stuff pretty much out the bag and ready to go, and you make that first brew, you're just like, happy days. Settled, sorted. Cheers. So, where did you last see us? Krakow, wasn't it? Yeah, so that was an absolutely fantastic trip, Krakow. If you've never been, I highly recommend getting on it. If you're watching this and you've not watched the Krakow mini-series, jump over to the channel and have a watch of that after this, because it's brilliant. Not obviously the videos, I like to think they're alright, but the trip itself was brilliant, and Krakow was brilliant. So yeah, get on that. Give you a little bit of a timeline. This was filmed on Good Friday, but as you can tell, has not come out till the arse end of April, I think. Don't know. Might be the arse end of April or just coming into May. So, like I've said before, or if you've not watched the other videos, this year I'm trying to get a video out every fortnight. Weekly is just not an option for me. I've just not got the time for it, with work being Monday to Friday and other commitments here and there. So yeah, fortnightly is doable. They won't all be wild camping videos or hiking videos. Well, some might be hiking videos, but just not like through hikes and stuff like that. It just might be day hikes. Might have the odd kit video thrown in here and there if I can't get out and I just want to get a video to fill that fortnightly gap, if that makes sense. But yeah, so at the minute, obviously when this goes out, the Krakow mini-series would have already dropped before this, and then in 2 weeks time after this one is the start of the Coast to Coast mini-series. It's not exactly a mini-series actually, there'll be about 5 or 6 episodes hopefully. So yeah, fortnight after this video is when the Coast to Coast series starts. So, give you a little tour of the area. Got this just here. A nice, your own little water feature. Then that bends around and goes all the way down there and up there. We are in a natural bowl, like I said before. Obviously well used. I'm going to assume in the summer, but both times I've been here, touch wood, I've been on my own. So go up here. Just hope it don't start raining again because I've left the door open. clearing up nicely over there. Just needs it to bugger off over these hills. There is blue sky over there as well. Yeah, look at that, lovely over there now. But yeah, so we come up there, over there. I had to look up there, see if there was any sight, like pitch, but nothing there really. Walked through that wooded bit, and then I went up the top there. Nothing there. Not in this weather anyway. During the summer, might debate it, because there is a few nice flat patches up there, to be fair. So one for debate, I think. And then just up there, that mound there is Great Hill. If you watched the previous video when I was here with the dog, you've already know all that anyway, so apologies, you've just had to go through it again. But for those who haven't, that is what it is. See if I can get around here and get a decent view of that, where it's cleared up. Oh, that's a cracking view down there. Look at that. See, like where it drops down, and then you can see in the distance Chorley and whatnot. You can just, I don't know whether the camera's picking it up, but just there you can see where the River Ribble flows out into the, what we on? Irish Sea. I can just about see an oil rig out there as well. The camera's never going to pick that up, but yeah, just take my word for it. What else? No, it's still a bit hazy, you can't really see. On a good day, well, I don't know, you know. I don't know whether that's Blackpool Tower over there or what, I don't know. Looks big enough. Welcome back. The old down pants are on. He's getting a bit chilly. I think you're supposed to drop to about 1 lowest, but that's around about 4 o'clock in the morning, which is an hour before we get up. So rest of the night looking around about 4 or 5 degrees, so should be alright, to be fair. But yeah, about to crack on with some tea. Got the Wayfarer meal in there. Gonna boil that, see how that goes. Yeah, I won't bore you with the food boiling or anything like that. I'll bring you back when I'm about to scran it. Wish me luck. Right, moment of truth. It's warm now. Finally opened it. It's been a while. I opened it like a prick. Ooh, that looks like, yeah. Doesn't smell too bad, to be fair. It's like something your dog chucked up, isn't it? It's steaming, so it's ready. Good thing about Wayfarer meals as well is you don't have to pour water in them and then let them set. These are like already ready, effectively. You just got to warm it up. Here we go. I don't know, you know. It doesn't taste bad. It just tastes weird. Right, I'm going to eat this before it goes cold and then chill out for a bit, I think. So just go through my sleep system. Not had some of this out for a while, to be fair, because we've had the winter gear out. But obviously, because the coast to coast coming up, this is the stuff I'm more than likely going to be taking with me. So we've got the Bergash Transition 300 XL sleeping bag, the OEX Flux 5.0 sleeping mat. Don't be fooled by the 5.0, the R rating's about 3 point something, I think. Trekology pillow, and underneath that, which I'm not taking with me, is the Red Camp sort of like Z Light foam mat. I just brought that out because obviously with the weather, I wasn't too sure if the ground was going to be decent enough just for the OEX sleeping pad. It's good to be back out, actually. I really do want this weather to start perking up now, because it's taking the piss a bit now. But it is good to be back in the tent, good to be back in the cloud peak again. It's been a while since we've been out in this. I'm going to rabbit on a bit now of like how weather can get you down. So if you want to skip this, jump to the I will put chapters in this, so jump to the sunset if you want. It's mad how weather can mess you up mentally, especially if it catches you out, like, you know, 2 or 3 times, like it has done with me. You know, trying to do the EUROHIKE skyline, weather was shocking. The kit that I took weren't great. That poncho was just awful, and it all just went tits up. And the West Pennine way again, you know, it was just, it was awful. When you get repeated incidents like that, you kind of, and this might just be me, I don't know. If you've had this before and you have to, like, you know, dig a bit deeper, then please do let me know in the comments. It messes you up a bit. It makes you lose your mojo a bit, especially when after those incidents you look out the window and the weekends come by and it's shit weather. You know, you just, it saps your energy for getting outdoors. Getting the tent up and stuff like that, and because everything's just going to be piss wet through, or you're going to be blown to kingdom come or something like that. You know, it's just, if it was extreme winter, you know, like it snowed heavily and I was going camping, but the weather was decent, you know, no like stupidly strong winds, it wasn't forecast to piss down, but it was covered in snow, I can hack that. You know, if I'm going out on a hike and it's blowing a hoolie but not raining, I'll be alright then. If it's driving rain, driving wind and stuff like that, I can't be arsed with it. And that's all it has been for a long time now. We've had the odd sporadic nice day here and there, like today's Good Friday, so if you cast your mind back, the day before Good Friday, it was actually really nice. It was a good sunny day. But I feel like if we have a good sunny day, then Mother Nature's just like, well, enough of that nonsense. It's like we get punished, get battered. Got weather warnings and Storm Dave rocking up tomorrow, you know, it's just, yeah. You know, I have had the odd pang in my head tonight, you know, even when I was walking up and it was absolutely bouncing down. I did feel like I just wanted to turn around and just say bollocks to it, you know. But I thought, no, come on, get on with it. Get down in this little bowl, because I knew this was a bowl, so I knew we'd be relatively protected from the wind. Rain not so much, but obviously when the tent's up, I'm not too fussed. On a couple of occasions already on this one, I've just thought to myself, I can't be arsed. And that is a sad state of affairs to be in. When you love the outdoors as much as I do, and like obviously the rest of you that watch this, you know, when you just sit there at home more often than not this year, looking out the window, and you just can't be arsed. And it's a mindset I don't want to be in, but it's very hard to get out of. And thankfully I have got out of it a fair bit, because obviously I'm out tonight and the weather isn't great, but it's not horrendous. So yeah, that's my little rant I needed to get off my chest, because yeah, I've had a rough, when it comes to getting outdoors and doing this sort of stuff, I've had a rough couple of months, to be honest, and it's just sapped my enthusiasm for it, unfortunately. Which is why I've been pining for this coast to coast, because I just love doing through hikes. I think they're fantastic. Honestly, if you've had anything like that, then please do drop it a line in the comments, or if you've got me on Instagram, drop me a DM. You know, it'd be nice to know I'm not the only one that goes through that. I feel like just standing here, worshipping it, basking in its glory. Can't feel no heat off it, mind, but still. That's the first bit of sunshine we've had all day today. I'm hoping as well, see that cloud there, buggering off that way. I'm hoping these higher clouds that you can see here are going the same way, which I'd imagine they are. Which means all that blue sky there will be above us tonight. Look at ARPENAZ, beautiful. What a difference an hour makes. And then look at that, that is just unbelievable. Unreal. Right, if you can hear me, that's better, isn't it? Out the sun, out the wind. Right, I've just been stood here for about 45 minutes with my camera on that post right there, thinking it was time lapsing. All it's time lapsed is 10 seconds. 45 bastard minutes, man. That sunset was incredible as well. I'll throw some of the pictures up I took on this. I hate putting photos on videos, but I'll show you what the sunset was like. It was gorgeous. I can't believe that's not done that. I can't find anything on settings, so if anyone's got a DJI Action 4, can you let me know how you do more than 10 seconds on a time lapse? Because if that's the case, what's the point? You know what I mean? But that's the view at the minute. Colours are absolutely stunning. There's a cloud, the camera's picking it up, the sun's just gone behind that annoyingly. But yeah, good views tonight, man. It's absolutely, so other than the wind, it's absolutely beautiful tonight. It's nice to have a bit of nice to have a bit of light still. Just coming up to 8 o'clock at night as well. Yeah, look at that. Great hill there, there's a bit of purple going on. And then that is just gorgeous. Let's get a shitty zoom on that. There you go. Beautiful. Right, night all. It is, let me have a quick look. $11 bang on. I have just woke up because I nodded off. Whoops. So yeah, I'm going to call it a night because I'm shattered. Current situation, the weather is behaving itself very well. Touch wood. Partially blind now. Yeah, so bits and bobs are on charge for tomorrow. Fingers and toes crossed we get a sunrise. So yeah, I'm gonna call it. So night night, I'll see you in the morning. Bosh. Morning. Time is now 4:51. Happy days. Just what time you want to be getting up on a Saturday morning, isn't it? 4:51, eh? Belter. Had a decent kip, you know. I was nodding off between what, 10 o'clock I think, and then by about 11 o'clock I was gone. Woke up again at 1 if I remember rightly, but then I fell back asleep again. And then at 3, and then it's just been on and off till now really, so yeah, for me that's good. No condensation on the inside. Nothing on the outside, is there? Happy days. I did leave the inner door just cracked open a bit there. I don't know whether that's helped. It usually does on most camps if I do that. Right, so plan is, like I said yesterday, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get a sunrise. So we'll have a brew here, eat a cereal bar, get packed away, head up to Great Hill. Got sunrise is at 6:39. Effectively got an hour to have a brew, get packed away, and head up there. Doable? Should be. So it's still pretty dark outside, to be fair, but when I get up for work in the morning at 5 o'clock, it usually starts brightening up quite quick, so fingers crossed. Once we've had this brew and start packing up, should be good to go. And I say there's no condensation in here, there bloody will be now, isn't there? It's steaming away. Yeah. As you can see, it's still quite dark out. You can see there's a little bit of cloudage up top. So I don't know. Hang on, let me check that down. Oh, I'll do this. So all packed away. As you can tell, my head torch don't look like it on the camera, but it is on its way out. But yeah, this is where we pitched, all around this area. Leave no trace, as always. Yep, nothing. Right, I need to get up there because, as you can see, it is getting a lot brighter up there. And I want to get up there to see if we can get a sunrise, which hopefully we will. Look at that. Stunning, that. Right, I'm going to start power walking over to Great Hill, and I'll bring you back when we're there. Sorry guys, I was hoping for one, to be honest, but with all that cloud, it's just not going to happen, is it? I mean, it has lifted a fair bit, to be fair, so if it came up now you probably would see a slither of it, but I don't know. Oh, the way the views are stunning, aren't they? Look at that, that's just fantastic. Bit grim over there. I'm hoping that doesn't shit it down when I'm walking back, to be fair, because I might cry if it does. I'm hoping on a rain-free morning. Right guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Plenty more videos already on the channel, and I've got several lined up already. Fortnightly videos, unless I'm doing a series, and then that's potentially weekly. Next series of videos is the Coast to Coast series, so fingers crossed I will be finishing that, and then you'll get the full series. And then we'll see where the wind takes us after that. Obviously we'll be knocking on the door of summer by that point, so fingers crossed we'll have good camps, decent weather. So yeah, happy days. Right, I'm going to give you one more butchers at the view. And say, I'll see you on the next one. Cheers guys, thanks for watching.